Coming up, here comes the sun and everything else you can think of at one of the world's most advanced weather testing facilities for cars. Handmade baseball mitts that could make the difference between a broken finger and a catch at 160 kilometers per hour. And Christmas puddings dating back to Dickens, still lighting up festive tables. How do they do it? Your car is probably the second biggest investment you'll make in your life. Today, even the average family runaround costs £33,000. And for that money, we expect our cars to work, rain or shine. So manufacturers have to know they'll stand up to everything, from Siberian snow to the baking sands of the Sahara. Testing used to mean weeks outdoors. But now, the weather wizards can do it all under one roof in just a few shifts. How do they do it? A century ago, the Ford Motor Company changed the world forever with their famous Model T. It brought motoring to the masses, but was a washout in wet weather. It didn't even have windscreen wipers. 100 years later, mass motoring has moved on, and the weather holds no fear for the latest generation of car makers. In Köln, Germany, there's a group of people able to escape the local drizzle and change the climate with a click of their fingers. It happens here, at Ford's €70 million state-of-the-art testing facility, known as the Weather Factory. Today, the blizzard-battling technicians are testing a new, high-performance version of the Ford Focus hatchback. Every model has to pass a fearsome battery of tests before it's allowed into full production. The first one is extreme heat. Without aircon, in the sun, the interior of a car can increase in temperature by 1 degree Celsius every 2 minutes. In less than an hour, the interior can reach 60 degrees, hotter than the world's hottest road in Death Valley, California. So here they recreate the baking heat of the desert in the rainy German suburbs. Technicians rig 200 temperature sensors. They monitor heat buildup throughout the car, even in the wheels and engine compartment. Volker Ice is one of the testing engineers.
So you want to know what are the temperatures in the car in the different areas during the test. So we have a clear understanding how the air condition, the air flow in the car, and if this is efficient in terms of cooling down for everybody who's sitting in that.
With the aircon up and running, the cool room needs to transform into the fiercely hot Sahara Desert. So the sun comes out. Well, sort of. A rig of 28 UV sun lamps swivels open and unleashes 100,000 watts of desert sun on this hapless little car. In just 15 minutes, the exterior has reached a scalding 70 degrees Celsius. Test facility manager Michael Stoip seems to be happy to soak up the sun.
I just ordered a cocktail. I'm still waiting for my caipirinha. Hopefully it will arrive soon.
There you have it, proof that Germans can tell jokes whilst topping up their tan.
We have about 90% of the normal radiation of the sun outside, so you can get your skin burned like outside.
After 60 minutes of simulated desert sun, it looks like the aircon is doing the business. The sensors show the interior is still a comfortable 20 degrees. For this car to make the grade, they have to know it can stay cool on the move. And the wind tunnel's a little short on driving room. But you don't need a road when you've got one of these, a dynamometer. It's like a giant treadmill that allows the wheels to turn while the car stays on the spot. Unfortunately, there's one thing the dynamometer can't do, which is replicate the flow of air around a moving car. But this is no problem for the tornado techs at the weather factory. Step inside their 4.5-meter wide wind machine with giant fans that can whip up a Category 5 hurricane. 2 test engineers batten down the hatches, and the giant turbines that power the wind tunnel are fired up.
We have the turbine. It's the heart of the wind tunnel. Over there we can see a small door. This is the entrance to the turbine, but now we can't open it because the wind tunnel is in operation. The air would suck us away or blow us away.
Now the car is in for some punishment. The weather wizards watch anxiously as 200-kilometer-per-hour winds batter the vehicle. Simulated sun beats down, creating an air temperature of 40 degrees Celsius.
If the vehicle works under these conditions, it works under every other condition as well.
After 60 minutes of automotive hell, driving through a hot desert in a virtual hurricane, the car hasn't overheated and the data looks good. The car is still in one piece, but it has yet to face its toughest test: snow. This model will be sold in Scandinavia and Russia, where Arctic temperatures can plunge as low as minus 50 degrees. Right now, the testing room is more Miami than Murmansk. So to chill out, the weather wizards turn the temperature down and bring out the big gun. The snow gun, to be precise.
This is a snow gun. For the snow test, we bring the snow gun into the settling chamber of the wind tunnel. Then we supply cool water and pressurized air in order to create the small snow crystals for our technical snow.
The Big Chill is the culmination of 3 years of development for this car. If it fails this test, the engineers will be under pressure to fix it in time for the car's release. Not all the data can be collected remotely, so Jonas Chubik and Vurul Aktumar have to brave the Siberian conditions.
What we intend to find out is if the snow collects in the air filter box in front of the air filter, and if the amount of snow is too high, simply the engine can no longer breathe. There's not enough air getting to the engine, and you simply lose power.
The snow gun unleashes a blizzard of millions of icy particles. The temperature in here now is a brutal minus 40 Celsius.
We're hoping to finish the half-hour test and still have full engine performance, or no other failures happening.
After a hail of simulated Siberian winter, the car is still running smoothly, and the engineers can still feel their fingers.
The car works very good. It fulfills all the expectations, and it will achieve the targets we have.
This car can now go into full production, ready for whatever the world throws at it.